Okay, right. What is the last concept? Last concept. Sunday has been game, sir. Everything shift delete is done. What is the heading you done? SDLC, real-time process implementation, right? So we have been taking care about in implementing with SDLC, right? So considering with meaning of SDLC, what is the meaning of SDLC? I'm hearing only cycle. Now, what is the meaning of SDLC? Now, perfect. Okay. Considering this particular SDLC as simple as part of SDLC process, what is the first step need to be done? Requirements gathering. After that, requirement analysis. Okay. After that, which will be considered design. After that, mention that coding. After that, taking with testing. After that, live environment or production, right? Considering any kind of the software, any kind of IT company, you may work with any IT company, you may work with any kind of the software. If you want to be get developing a software, it's mandatory that we need to be get followed this particular process. To implement this particular process or to get follow this particular step, we need to be get taking care about and following with the steps here. As part of SDLC, these steps are correct. But how we are implementing this particular step as part of real time? When you're working in the real time industry or when you're working with IT company, how exactly this process has been implemented? So to just have an overview of our previous session, considering that taking with the market, which need to be get, considering that in the market, it will be taking with the help of different kind of business will be there. The people will be thinking about in doing with a number of the business, not like everyone taking care about the same kind of the business here. If you consider any kind of the business, initially it has to be go with manual step, need to be get considering that manual process. Any kind of the business, from the day one, it will not be thinking about to have all the softwares and automation. Initially, it will go with manual process. Once it has been working fine, in a certain stage, it will be decided to get automate this particular manual process. This particular manual process need to be get automated. If you want to be get automate the process, automating the process is nothing but we required a software, right? The meaning of automating with the process is nothing but required a software here, right? So which need to be get, considering with software need to be get developed, or as simple as we required in a software. So from where we can get the software? If we require a software, from where we can get the software? What is it? Right. So which need to be get, if you want to be getting a software, taking with the help of IT companies, or we can considering the software companies, right? As simple as to require in a software, you need to be get visit that particular company, or you need to be get visit that particular software company. From the software companies or IT companies, we can get with the software here. Now assume that you have been approaching to that particular respective IT company for the software. Assume that you are doing the business. For your business, you require a software. For the software, you have been started visiting IT company. Once you are visiting any IT company, what is the first question you will get? What is the first question you will get? What are the requirements? You need to be get explained with the requirement. Rather than you are explaining the requirement, that particular requirements need to be get documented. That particular document name, we need to be get considering the RFP here. Meaning of the RFP? What is it? Request for proposal. The meaning of RFP, we need to be get mentioning the request for proposal. We are giving with the proposal document to that particular IT company, saying that this is what I required in a software here. So this is the very first document we need to be get considered as part of this particular IT companies here. From this particular document of RFP, once you provided this particular document, this particular company guys will be taking care about and doing with feasibility study. Meaning of feasibility? What is it? Possibility. The meaning of feasibility, we need to be get considering the possibility. That means what are the possibilities are there to develop that particular software. Because 100% of automation, 100% of the software will never possible. Once it got provided your proposal document, this particular IT people need to be get referring that particular document. Based on that particular RFP document, they have to take care about in doing with feasibility study. At the same time, what is another option? Considering the requirement analysis. The one you will be considering the feasibility study and then taking with requirement analysis. I mean, as part of the general meaning of feasibility. What is the meaning of feasibility? Possibility here. It's not like as simple as these activities done by in just one particular hour or just in one particular day. These two things in general taking care by? Who will take care of it? Who will take care about doing these two things? BA or SME. So we need to be get considering that BA or we need to be get mentioning that SME. Meaning of BA? What is it? Business analyst. Meaning of SME? Subject matter expert. So the meaning of BA or the meaning of SME, these particular people has been taking care about in doing this particular feasibility study or doing this particular requirement analysis. Study means it's not like BA people also doing one day batting here. Feasibility study means it's not like just in one day they will read the proposal document, in the next day started developing with the software here. They will take some enough time. They need to look into that each and every particular point provided by the person. Because if anything goes wrong in the requirement, that will affect the whole process here. Because of that, this particular RFB document will be playing a very important role, and BA people also will be playing a very important role. Because of that, BA job is not like done by fresher level or not like done by experience level of who is having 3 to 4 years of experience. So the one who are already having a very good experience in the IT, those people will be working as a BA. Considering that, they have to refer all the requirement, they have to analyze, and they have to decide that, okay, these are the requirements we can automate, or these are the requirements we can develop in a software. All these particular things need to be taken care by BA people. So BA guys playing the very important role in a starting of the project. In a starting of this project, BA people are playing a very important role. They have to take care about all these feasibility study. They have to analyze the requirement, and after that, taking care about with the next step. What is the next step we got? After requirement analysis, what is the next step we got? What is it? What is it? Kickoff meeting. So the next step we got mentioning the kickoff meeting. This particular kickoff meeting, what you will mention? Meaning of kickoff meeting? Project confirmation. The meaning of kickoff meeting, we need to be mentioning the project confirmation. Confirming the project to that particular respective company. The last person, what you are doing there? Is it today first session? Who are the people first session today? Okay, some faces. Need to be little bit habit of my training program. Please avoid other activities when you came for my session, including online students also. Is that all the online students are available or went for sleeping? Online students. Online students can respond in the chat window, at least yes or no. All the online students can respond in the chat window, at least yes or no. Don't go for sleeping after joining the session. Okay, right. Considering this particular kickoff meeting. So what is the meaning of this kickoff meeting? What is it? Project confirmation. The meaning of kickoff meeting, we can considering that project confirmation. Project has been conforming to that particular respective company here. For doing this particular project confirmation also taking care by all higher level people. We need to be considering the BA, and we will get the new person, project manager, and then taking with client, and then considering the legal advisor, still any of the people from higher level. So all the people from higher level, they will be taking care about and looking into the, having the discussion, what exactly that project is related to and what kind of requirements are there, what will be the budget, what will be the time, everything, each and every information done in the kickoff meeting. So you guys are not involving any of these things here. You did not came into the picture here. So till the time of kickoff meeting, you are not coming into the picture. By the time of kickoff meeting, project will be confirmed. Once project has been confirmed, from the next step. Once project has been confirmed, from the next step, it will be taking with the help of. From the next step, this particular person, considering the project manager, it will be playing a very important role. Till the time of kickoff meeting, BA will be playing a very important role. After completion of the kickoff meeting, project manager will be playing a very important role here. This project manager coming up with document. What is a document? What is a document? PMP. This particular project manager taking care about with the document that he will be considering the PMP. So meaning of the PMP? Project Management Plan. Project manager taking care about in coming up with the whole project plan here. In between, parallelly, the manager will be informing to HR team. What HR team has to do? What they have to do? Taking care about recruitment process. So what project manager is doing? See the understanding. We got kickoff meeting. Meaning of kickoff meeting? Meaning of kickoff meeting? Project confirmation. Project has been conforming to that particular respective company. As project got confirmed, need to be get start with all the remaining activities. To start the remaining activities, this project manager informing to the HR team saying that required these many testers, required these many developers, that many people has to be recruited, that activity taken care by the HR team. Parallelly, project manager will be working on preparing the PMP document. At the same time, this particular BA team or BA guys taking care about in preparing with the some more document, the one will be considering the BRS. Meaning of the BRS? What is the meaning of BRS? Business Requirement Specification. For today, just look into the names only. For today, just look into the names only. In detail, you will understand in the coming session. After BRS, taking with SRS. Meaning of SRS? No. What is it? Software Requirement Specification. So these particular documents in taking care about preparing by the BA team. Now you can see here. Till the time of kickoff meeting, everything from higher level. After completion of kickoff meeting, project manager playing the important role. He was doing his work. His work is need to be prepared PMP document. Parallelly, HR team is working on recruitment process. BA team is working on BRS document and SRS document. At the same time, you got an option. At the same time, we got an option. As requirement documents are available, need to be taken care about development activity at the same time, considering the testing activity. So as simple as your understanding, according to the real-time standards, till the time of requirement document is not available. Till the time of requirement document is not available. See the concept. Till the time of requirement document is not available, developers are not coming into the picture and testing people are not coming into the picture. According to real-time standards, once requirement documents are available, development will come into the picture and testing people also will come into the picture. In that development team, taking care about what they have to take care? Development team, what they have to do? Taking care about coding. After that, what is it? Code review. After that, what is it? Unit level testing. Okay. After that, which you will be taking with integration testing. Once integration testing has been done, that particular build will be releasing. What is mean by build? Everything you will understand. As simple as your understanding. Considering with development team taking care about doing development activity, considering that started doing the coding, after that code review, after that unit level testing. Meaning of unit level testing? Singular. Meaning of unit level testing. We mentioned that white box testing. Meaning of white box testing? Testing done by Chiranjeevi or Balakrishna? Not Chiranjeevi, not Balakrishna. Any of the movie actor not doing the testing. Who has to be done by the testing? I mean, at the respective of developer, he was taking care about doing the testing related to code level. That you are considering the unit level testing. Once unit level testing has been done, then you will be taking with integration testing. So as simple as the meaning of integration testing. Is it only one developer developing the code? Is it only one developer is writing all the code? Yes or no, guys? Yes or no? No. Only one particular developer is not writing all the code. It's a teamwork here. Team will be available. 6 members, 8 members, 10. It depends on it. All that particular project team developers, they will be writing the code. Once they got written with the code, by the end of the day, all the code need to be get integrated and need to be cross-checked that working or not. So once it has been decided working or not, so then that kind of testing, it will be considering the integration testing. So one is coding, code review, unit level testing, integration testing. To perform all these things, it will take in a time. By the time of all these things need to be completed, as simple as by the team, By the time of build is ready, by the time of build is ready, testing team, what testing team has to do? Testing team aim perform shally. What is the first activity? Requirements understanding. After that, taking with test plan. After that, test scenarios. After that, test cases. Now, see the understanding. See the understanding here. By the time of development team has been ready with build. By the time of development team is ready with the build, tester need to ready with test cases for build 1. By the time of developer has been releasing the build, development team need to ready with the test cases for that particular build here. Build is released, test cases are available. As test cases are available, need to be get started with doing test execution. While doing the test execution, need to be get considering that bug reporting. While doing the test execution, need to be get taking care about bug reporting. Now, as simple as you guys are working on build 1 testing, parallelly, what development team has to do? No. Assume that build 1 completed, build 1 given to the testing. As a testing team, you guys are working on testing with build 1. Parallelly, what developers has to do? Working on build 2. As you are working on build 1 testing, parallelly, this particular development team need to be get taking care about working with build 2. Build 2 will be released to the testing team. As a testing team, what you have to do? You have to take care about in testing of build 2. What exactly your question is? What exactly mean by this build 1, build 2, build 3, build 4? What is the meaning of all these concepts here? Let's understand in a very simple way. Let's take an example of, you guys are very well knowing about Chrome browser. Knowing it? Knowing or not? Yes or no? Okay, perfect. Right. See the very simple concept. You guys are very well knowing about Chrome browser. Now, assume that you are purchasing the new laptop, or when you are already purchased a new laptop. Whenever you have been purchasing the new laptop, in that particular laptop or desktop, is that by default Chrome browser will be available? When you purchase any new laptop or desktop, in that particular new laptop, is it by default Chrome browser is available? Yes or no? Yes or no? No. Why no? Okay, whatever the reason it can be. As you are very well knowing that Chrome browser is not available in the new laptop. Now your requirement is you required a Chrome browser in that particular laptop. Then what you will do? What you will do? Download. Okay, very perfect. Now understand the concept. You required a Chrome browser. For the Chrome browser, by default, it is not available. As it is not available, you have to install it. For installing, see the understanding. For installing the Chrome browser, is that you are downloading the code related to Chrome browser, or you are downloading .exe file of the Chrome browser? Your requirement is Chrome browser. Chrome browser to work cheyali. To work with Chrome browser, is that you are downloading the code written by the developers of Chrome browser? Is that you are downloading the code of Chrome browser, or is that you are downloading .exe file? Code or .exe file? Code or .exe file? .exe file. You never download the code related to the Chrome browser. Why you are not downloading the code? Why you are downloading .exe file? Sundar Pichaya did not given the permission, sir. That is the reason we are not downloading it. Yes, sir. What is the reason of you are not downloading the code? Why you are downloading the .exe file? Okay, see that. As simple as requirement is Chrome browser. Our requirement is not the code written by the developer. Now see the understanding. See the actual concept of testing now. You can understand why testing is more easy now. Developers has been written the code related to Chrome browser. They developed it. They written all the logic. Whatever the code they written, that code has been not providing to all the persons. What the developers has been done, whatever the code they written, all that particular code has been converted into one particular .exe file. This particular .exe file will be installing in any of the server. In the real time, how it will be working is, whatever the .exe file is there, that particular .exe file will be provided. As a person or as a user, we are downloading .exe file and we are installing in our local system. So we are just downloading only .exe file. We are not worried about the code. We are not worried about technology. We are not worried about the logic. Download the .exe file, install in your system, and you can start using the Chrome browser. So as a user, for using the Chrome browser, we are not worried about the code. We are not worried about the logic. The same thing applied in the real time. Consider that you guys has been working as a tester. When you are working as a tester, we are not worried about. As a tester, we are not worried about development technology or development code. It can be developed in Java. It can be developed in .NET. It can be developed in Python. Python means? Python, not Python here. It can be developed in Python. It can be developed in PHP, or it can be developed in C language, C++, anything. We are not worried. The whole testing is independent of development technology. Always remember the concept. Always the testing is independent of development technology, because according to this process, developer developing the code. They are doing code review. They are doing unit level testing, doing integration testing. After that, all the code written by the developer converted into one .exe file. Once it got converted into the .exe file, according to that real time, the .exe file will be installing in the server. What you are installing in the server, whatever the .exe file you got, that is what you are considering that build here. So the meaning of build, you can considering that executable file. The meaning of build is executable file. Definitely in interviews they'll ask a question. What is the question you will get? What is mean by build? Interviewer will ask a question as simple as they'll be asking what is mean by build. So what is mean by build? What is mean by build? Executable file or considering that URL. So as simple as going forward in any of the interview, if anyone is asking a question, what is mean by build? What you will answer? What you will answer? Executable file or URL. Very simple understanding, guys. You guys are very well knowing about Amazon. Knowing it? Flipkart? Knowing or not? Gmail? Very perfect, you are knowing. Now see the question. How you guys are accessing Amazon application? How you are accessing Amazon application? Downloading. How we are accessing this particular Gmail? As simple as the guys are launching the browser. Once browser got launched, is that you are entering the URL or is that you are downloading any software? What you will do? You will just enter URL. Amazon URL, Gmail URL, Flipkart URL, some other thing. Whatever application you required, you will provide that URL. Once you provide that URL, that application already installed in the server. So Gmail available in one server, Yahoo available in one server, this Flipkart available in one server, Amazon available in the server. Already these applications got installed in the server. From there, you will be getting with URL. You are taking with the URL and you will be accessing with application. Once you got access of application, you will be continued with doing the execution and then taking care about bug reporting. Once you completed build 1, development team will be ready with build 2. Again build 2 given to testing team. What development team has to do? What development team has to do? Build 3. So build 3 they will complete. Build 3 provided to testing team. What development team has to do? What they have to do? Working on build 4. How many builds need to be continued? How many builds need to be continued? That's totally depends on project. We are not having any limit or we are not having any condition. It's totally depends on that project. Based on that particular project, it will be having a number of builds here. Okay. So now, once that build 1 provided, testing team will ready with the test cases, need to start execution. Once you start execution, taking care about bug reporting. In a certain stage, once all the builds has been completed, taking care about doing with different type of testing. In that, what is the first one? What is the first one? Smoke testing. After that, sanity testing. After that, retesting. After that, regression testing. After that, alpha testing. After that, beta testing. Once beta testing completed, once beta testing has been done, project will be going to this client, which need to be get moving into live environment. So which you will be considering that beta testing. If required, it will be taking UAT. So after that, it will be moving into live environment, or you can considering the production here. So this is how you need to be get taking care about all the points here. You need to be get understand the whole conclusion, what BA is taking care about, what HR team will be doing, what project manager is doing, as what test lead has been doing, or what development lead has been doing. Everyone working and individually working, all these particular people need to be get developed or need to be get released one particular software into the market. So this is how we got a possibility taking care about implementing with SDLC. Still, if you want to be cross-check that, just you can see that in the real time, how it will be considering here. So when you're working in the real time, you need to be get taking care about that particular things. Let me take with the bill. Let me provide some of my bill numbers here. Now we can see here. So which need to be get mentioning that email. What is the email he got? What is the email he got? Build and release new source. What is this number? 36. That is the 36th build we are working. This particular bill ready to tester under location. This is how you will be getting the URL. And then there is a chance of installing in the server. What is the message it got mentioned? Build deployed in Mercury. Meaning of the Mercury? Meaning of the Mercury. So this is considering the server name. Meaning of the Mercury, considering the server name. According to our project, we got a server name is considering the Mercury. So that is how in real time, each and every company, they will be having their own particular server whenever that need to be get started with that particular testing here. Now, as simple as we are mentioning that the meaning of the bill. The meaning of the build. What is the meaning of the bill? What is the meaning of the bill? Executable file or URL. In your easy understanding, you can consider like one build is one small application. That particular bill, you can considering that one particular small application here. Okay. So this is how it will be continued. Now if you want to be cross-check that, you can cross-check with the whole step. As part of SDLC, what is the first step you written? As part of SDLC, what is the first step? As part of SDLC, what is the first step? Requirements gathering. Okay. So this is how we are providing the proposal document. This is we will be considering that which it will be taking with first point here. And after that, what is the second point written? Requirement analysis. So that particular requirement analysis taking care by this particular BA people and then taking care by this particular SME here. BA or SME taking care about doing these two things. Then kickoff meeting will be done. Project will be confirmed. What is the next step? What is the next step? Design. As part of the design, this PMP document and then taking with SRS document that will be considering the taking care by BA. So we got first point, requirements understanding, requirement analysis, and then taking with BA here. So that you will be taking with design. After design, coding. So coding done by developers. Okay. After that, taking with testing. Testing done by tester here. So having these particular people working together, they need to get start on the same day and they have to start working together once they got completed. After some days, after completion of multiple bills has been done, taking care about smoke testing, sanity testing, retesting, regression testing, alpha testing and beta testing. Meaning of UAT? Meaning of UAT? User acceptance testing. Meaning of UAT, considering that user acceptance testing. Okay. The meaning of UAT, user acceptance testing. Okay. Right. Now we can see that. See the considering that. After UAT, what it will be moving? Live environment or production. So this is what you need to get explained the whole process of SDLC. So going forward, in case of any interviewer is asking that explain SDLC, how you need to explain them is first you mention the step saying that as part of SDLC, meaning of SDLC. What is the meaning of SDLC? Software development life cycle. As part of SDLC, what is the first step? Requirements gathering. After that, requirement analysis. After that, taking with design. After that, coding. After that, testing. After that, live environment or production. To implement all these steps as part of our project requirement. For interview, you will explain the step. Once you explain the step, then you have to start. As part of our project requirement, even though you are not in a real time, you have to act that you are real time here. Learning the subject is totally different. Clearing the interviews will be the different. For interviewer, you will be saying that as part of my project, first we'll have all the manual steps targeted to automate that process. Automating with the process, initially it will go with manual and after that it will be taking with writing that particular direct one. I mean, manually mandatory. The steps need to be taken care by manually. Once it is working fine, automation. Automation means what we require? What we require? Software. So from where we can get the software? From the IT company. So for interviewer, you are explaining them. So interviewer, as part of our company, first will have RFP document. Considering that requirement proposal document. Based on that, our BA team taking care about doing the feasibility study and requirement analysis. Once it has been done, we got kickoff meeting. Meaning of the kickoff meeting? What is it? Project confirmation. Once project has been confirmed, then you will be taking with project manager, having with the PMP. Meaning of PMP? Project management plan. So here, once project manager taking care about these particular things, taking with the help of this particular HR team working on recruitment process. Okay. And after that, which will be taking care about BA team working on the documents. Once documents are available, development started, testing will started. Development people taking care about coding, code review, unit level testing, integration testing. By the time of development team working on this testing team, what they have to do? Requirements understanding, test plan, test scenarios, test cases. By the time of build has been released, we have to ready with the test cases. Once build is released, we'll start doing execution. While doing the execution, taking care about bug reporting. In a certain builds, once it has been continued, doing the different of testing, finally taking into the waiting. After that, it will be moving into live environment or production. So this is how your project has been started, and this is how your project has been completed. So going forward in any interview, you may attend development interview, testing interview. If anyone is asking that, explain SDLC, need to be get comfortable in explaining with the whole process. And the conclusion is taking with the build. What is the meaning of the build? What is the meaning of the build? Executable file or URL. That is what you will be taking with build here. So whenever you are working the real time, it will be having the build will be provided. Once that build has been provided, then you will start doing the testing. In a interviews, chances of different question you will get. They will ask in a one simple question. As simple as they will ask you that what is mean by build? What you will answer? Executable file or URL. Easy question, easy answer. Already Suresh are given that answer here. Now question is, they will be asking one more question. As simple as they will ask one more question saying that, do you have the knowledge on build deployment? They'll ask in a question in a very simple, do you have the knowledge on build deployment? What you will answer? Yes or no? Yes. No. Not applicable. None of the above. All the options I will be giving for interviewer. So interviewer is asking that, do you have any knowledge on build deployment? Meaning of build deployment? Meaning of build deployment. Meaning of build deployment is as simple as installation. The terminology, real-time terminology, we are considering the deployment. That is how sometimes the people will say that in the server deployment process is getting an issue. The meaning is the required application is installing in the server. Rather than saying that installation, the simple terminology of real time, saying the deployment. In the interview, if any interviewer is asking that, do you have any knowledge on deployment? As simple as you can mention that, no only. In case if you mention the S, nothing will happen. Interviewer can celebrate the festival here. Because you mentioned that answer is S. In case if you mention that answer is S, interviewer can celebrate the festival asking that in which server you install, what are the steps you followed, what kind of language you done, what kind of problems you faced it. In case of problems, what is the solution? A number of questions they can ask you that. Because of that, to avoid all these questions, what is the simple answer? What is it? No. No, sir, I required in a festival, sir, I want to celebrate it. What you can answer? Yes, only. Based on your comfortable, required festival or not here. Required or not? Okay, remember on that. Fine. Right. So this is what we need to be get followed with, taking care about these things here. Now, our training program, we are not worried about this one. This part already we are doing, your favorite one. After that, this time we are taking care about testing. To implement all these particular testing, we required in a one project. before getting started with the project, we need to get understand about one more concept. Take with the new heading. Take with the new heading. What is the heading we got? SDLC models. Take with the new heading is SDLC models. Is it Google Classroom created? No. Let's cross check that. Google Classroom. Okay, fine. That Google Classroom, I'll look into that. I'll check with the management team here. Okay. So now, anyway, once Google Classroom has been created, I'll be uploading with the required things here. Now, in meanwhile, take with the new heading. Take with the new heading is SDLC models. Under that, make a note of the model names. Make a note of the model names. Take with the first one. What is the first one? Waterfall model. First one is waterfall model. Another one is V model. Another one is agile model. There are other models also there. Spiral model, increment model, fish model. No chicken mutton here. There are n number of models are there. We are not worried about all the models here. But as part of interview, as part of the real time, we need to get comfortable in taking care about waterfall model and then taking with V model and then taking with agile model. Okay. Under that, take with the subheading is waterfall model. Take with the subheading is waterfall model. Okay, right. So what is the heading we got? What is the heading we got? Waterfall model. Right. Let's understand. Before that, let's say the concept. Previously, we got mentioned that SDLC process. To implement that process, we are taking with the help of SDLC models. Don't be confused at all. The whole target is SDLC only. To implement with the SDLC, one we are taking process. To implement this process, we are taking the model. In that model, what is the first model we got? What is the first model we got? Waterfall model. See the steps of waterfall model. While working waterfall model, again, we have to take care about requirements gathering and then taking with analysis. Requirements gathering and then taking with analysis. After that, you will be considering the design. After that, you will be considering the coding, and then you will be mentioning the testing, and after that taking into live environment or production. Okay, see that. Make a note of these steps. Having a main heading is waterfall model. Under that, take with the steps is requirements gathering and analysis, and then taking with the design, and then taking with the coding, and then taking with testing, and then considering the live environment or production. Okay. Now, let's see the steps of SDLC. When we are discussing about of SDLC, under SDLC, what is the first step we got? Requirements understanding. After that, requirements gathering. After that, requirement analysis. First is requirements gathering, requirement analysis, design, coding, testing, live environment or production. Same step as part of waterfall model also. Any steps or difference here? SDLC same step, SDLC model also same step here. Try to understand the concept. Don't be confused. Very simple understanding. The best example, let's take in a mobile. You guys are very well knowing about mobile. Knowing it? Knowing or not? Okay. Very simple question. What is the use of the mobile? What is the use of the mobile? WhatsApp. The main purpose of the mobile and the main objective of the mobile is to provide communication between multiple persons. 2 persons or 1 person? 2 persons. No doubt in that. Okay, very perfect. See the understanding. The main objective of the mobile is to provide communication between 2 persons here. If you purchase the mobile with the help of 100 rupees, doing the same thing, communication between 2 persons. If you purchase the mobile with the help of the 50,000 rupees also, what it will do? Communication between 2 persons. 500 mobile doing the same thing. 50,000 mobile also doing the same thing. Is that because of 50,000 male voice will become a female voice? No, right? 500 mobile same functionality. 50,000 mobile also same functionality. But what make the difference here? Why that price difference? Features. Try to understand. Objective is same. 500 mobile communication of 2 person, 50,000 mobile communication of 2 person. In a market, is that we got only one model of the mobile? Is that we got only one model? No. Is that all the people are using the same model? No. Based on their particular persons, based on their comfortable, they are purchasing that particular respective model of the mobile. But any mobile, objective is same. But price different, features will make you different. From one mobile to another mobile, the way of the features has been provided, that will make you the different. Apply the same concept here. SDLC, meaning of SDLC? Software Development Life Cycle. You may consider any SDLC, any IT company. Objective same. What is the purpose of IT company? Purpose of IT company? To develop a software. To develop that software, that particular IT companies has been taking care about the models. In that, we got a waterfall model, V model, agile model. Which model need to be used? It will vary from one particular project to another project, because any SDLC model, it got its own advantages and then taking with its own drawbacks. Every model, it is having its own advantages, having its own drawbacks here. Which model need to be followed, which model need to be used, that will depends on that particular project requirement or that particular client requirement. But you may work for waterfall model, you may work for V model, and you may work for agile. Any model, the target is same, objective is same. The target and objective is need to be develop the software. But the way of process, every model, it got its own advantages and it is having its own drawbacks here. So that is what we have to understand. We have to understand that waterfall model, what make you advantages and drawbacks. V model, what make you advantages and drawbacks. In a similar way, agile here. So just once we got understand in a theory level, not in a practical. Practical means requirements BA. Coding, you are already knowing. Testing, we are going to discuss. Only the testing part will discuss in a practical. So just we have to aware of that. What exactly make the advantages and drawbacks here, that we have to understand. That I'll be discussing it. Once we complete this SDLC model, then we'll start our very most important sessions. What is it? SDLC. This is, we are learning SDLC. Our main target is SDLC. Meaning of SDLC? Software testing life cycle. That we have to understand. First, let me complete. From tomorrow, I'll look into this. Tomorrow, we'll start waterfall model. After that, we'll be completing all these three models. Then we'll take one project and we'll start it. So this week, your project will be started. Slowly, your calendars will become too busy. You will be getting some assignments also. You need to get work on some assignments. So have a plan according to that here. Okay? Clear? Carry on. Thank you. Online.